Hi, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be giving you a pregnancy update since it's been a while. So just kind of to let you know what's been going on. So if you enjoy seeing homeschool content or just kind of mommy content, please remember to subscribe and let's get into this video. Okay guys, so I have my notes down here to remind me of all the things to update you on. But this is the first time I filmed something in 2 weeks and the first time I've gotten ready in 2 weeks. It's been a crazy couple weeks. I was sick like 6 weeks ago with a cold, and then I got another cold. And I was the only one that got sick in my family, and it has been miserable. So if I'm still like a little, like I might be sniffly and my nose is super dry everywhere. I still am coughing a little bit, but I'm mostly over everything. It's just a little bit of like mucus stuff, which is what you want to know about, and coughing. And so hopefully I'll be able to make it through this without doing any of those things. And we'll survive through this video. But it isn't COVID. I did have to get my first COVID test, so that was different. It was just one of the self-serve like spit tests. But I had a doctor's appointment, a prenatal appointment, and we had to switch it, and they're like, okay, go get a COVID test just to make sure, even though, you know, it's probably just a cold, go make sure. You know, so that came back negative, and so then I could go to the doctor for my test. Not for my test, for just my normal checkup and all that kind of stuff. So that was the first one that any of us have had to do, thank heavens. Hopefully we don't have to do more or actually get sick. But so I had to do that a few weeks ago, and it wasn't great. You know, I was already feeling so yucky from being sick with a nasty cold, and it was just miserable. Does pregnancy wreak havoc on your immune systems like it does mine? I feel like I hardly ever get sick when I'm not pregnant, but when I am pregnant, it's like, it never stops. And it's so bad, and I'm so sick of it. So hopefully we have 3 months left in this pregnancy. Hopefully we can make it the last 3 months without getting sick anymore, or just very mild sickness and not like 2 weeks of just yucky cold. So I haven't been feeling great because I had just come off another cold, had a few weeks of kind of feeling better before I got another cold, and then it makes me not want to eat because it just makes me kind of sick. You know, it's all that phlegm. I know, you know, this is what you want to hear about again, right? But it builds up as you eat and all that kind of stuff. And so then I just am like choking, and it was just yucky. I just have not enjoyed life very much the last few weeks, and so it's been kind of miserable that way. And so that hasn't been fun at all, which has been harder on my emotional state as well. Like, it was already a little bit hard. I feel like there was a time in between finding out I was having a baby and then now, where I was like, oh, okay, this isn't a big deal. Like, we'll be fine. Like, we can have another kid. It's not a big deal. And then this last month, I've just spent so many days, more days than not, being like, no, I don't want to do this, and I'm miserable. I just want it to be over with. But then I don't I'm like, don't want to do all the things that with a newborn and going through toddler and everything. I'm like, no, we were done with that. So it's actually been a hard month emotionally on me as well. Even the other day, my husband's like, aren't you excited yet? And I'm like, no. so it's been a little bit of a struggle. So I've just been praying a lot and just chugging through and just trying to do the best that I can to stay positive and excited. I don't really know. Even I feel like with my other kids, buying stuff for them, and like I bought a few things, which if you want to see like a haul of what I use for baby, let me know down in the comments and I can do that. But I've just not been excited about it. I'm like, well, I gotta do this. Like, I need this stuff, so we should buy it. But I'm not really excited about looking for it. I'm like, I just wish it was done or someone would do it for me and I just didn't have to worry about it. So anyways, that's kind of where I have been emotionally over the last month. Just not horrible, but not super great. Just kind of in this like flatline state where I'm just like, whatever, we're doing this, we're gonna make it through. Let me see if there was something else I wanted to say about that. Yeah, I don't know. That was about it with that kind of thing. And the baby's still doing good. I have gained maybe 10 to 12 pounds, which is fairly normal for me. Like my first pregnancy, I gained the most, and then after that, I only gained maybe 20 or 25 pounds in my pregnancies, and then the baby is half that because my babies are pretty big. So anyways, that's kind of where I am, but I look smaller. I feel huge. We'll put a picture up here that will have my husband take after this, after I'm done here. But I feel big, but most people are like, there's no way because I'm about 26 to 27 weeks, depending on what you're counting from. And I feel big. But most people are like, you're small. And even so my appointment was just a few days ago last week, and the midwife was like, oh, she was trying to find my pubic bone because they started measuring my belly to just make sure my size was good. That was the first time they had done that this pregnancy. And she's like, whoa, your pubic bone is super low. And my hips are really high. So I don't have very much room between my hips and my ribs. And so everyone's like, how do you not look pregnant? Because there's like no room in there. I just have long legs. And she's like, oh, your pubic bone's so low. That's probably why you look so teeny. And I was like, okay, I've never had anybody say that to me before. I just didn't even know. So maybe that's one of the reasons why I just have high hips, but a really low pubic bone. And so the baby can hide all in there, and I don't look very big, especially when my babies come out so big. So that was news to me, a new revelation to me. But I do feel big, but to other people, most people say that I don't look very big, so I guess that's okay. But I do usually end up just wearing most of my normal clothes most of my pregnancy. I have gotten maybe a few maternity pants. At least I'm trying to find a few just because we have some family pictures and stuff. But other than that, I just can normally wear what I normally wear. And so that's a blessing for me, I guess. And then I think the last thing I really wanted to mention was that working out has been one of the things that has kept me sane most of this pregnancy, even though I've had to kind of improvise and adjust what I'm doing, as I get bigger and stuff like that. And then also when I was sick, I had like a week and a half of not working out. I had just started working out again, and then 2 weeks basically of not working out from being sick again. And so just a few days ago, I started working out again, and it just feels so good. Yes, my body's sore and it's tired and it hurts in some places because I am pregnant, and everything's shifting a little bit, but it really, really helps me so much to keep my sanity and to feel like, okay, I am strong, I can accomplish this. And yeah, it just helps me feel like I'm doing good things and just getting those endorphins flowing. And yesterday we went on a hike with some friends, just the mountains by our house. It's like 5 minutes away, and the fall leaves were beautiful. And I was like, yeah, just keep hiking. Let's just keep hiking. I'm totally fine doing this. And I loved it. It was hard. And my nose is running. I'm like blowing it all the way up, but it was so good. And I loved it, like working out and just, feeling like I am at my limit and not having a hard time breathing, but you have your heart pumping. It feels so good. I just love that feeling, and it really has helped me so much during this pregnancy. So I am excited to be working out again and to be enjoying the fall weather. It's just beautiful, and I love being outside. And I'm hoping we can do a few more hikes, even if it's just up the canyon, because it's so close to our house and just very easy to go. Anyways, so that's one of the things that has been keeping me sane this whole pregnancy, is being able to work out. Okay, so that's my pregnancy update. I don't really think there's anything else to share. I'll go back in just a few weeks. I think I'm eating my hair. It's okay. And so we'll do another update at that point. And then hopefully I, start gathering and collecting some stuff. I've been getting a few things ready, so maybe having a haul of some things that I've collected for baby boy. And we still don't have names. That was, I should mention this real quick. Here I was gonna end this video, but psyched you out, didn't I? Anyways, so all of our kids end up having 5 letters in their name. We did not plan it that way. All their names are from books and books that we liked or scriptures and stuff like that. And as we went, so my girls' names were names I picked as a teenager that I just loved from some books that I had read. And then my husband picked our boys' names, and they all happen to be 5 letters. So now we're like 5 letters. We feel like we have to do 5 letters, but I didn't have any, even if I wasn't limited by 5 letters, I don't have any names. There isn't anything from like books or something, you know, that was meaningful to us. I wanted to like have some meaning from something, and all the other names of our kids do. So we've been really having a hard time with this baby. I'm like, it's gonna come to me. It's just gonna like pop into my head one time, and it has to, because what else? I don't know. So we're looking for 5-letter names. If you have any suggestions, you can put those down below. But anyways, I am gonna end this video now because we'll just ramble on and on and on. But that's the update. If you have other questions for me or things you'd like me to talk about, please comment them down below. Give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you next time.